we've laid out a 5-year plan for our business, which is L&L Creative. Me and Langdon are going into business together this upcoming June. And L&L Creative is currently a placeholder name, but we're still looking for more industry-specific names for our business. L&L Creative is a business of photography, videography, and custom posters. The niche we are going into is cars and motorsports, and not just specific of cars, we are also going into motorcycles as well, just motorsports in general. As I go into this, I will be focusing more on my part and my role in the business, so just take that into accommodation. For our year 1 plan, our primary objective is to be a known creative brand in the region and with scalable systems and diversified revenue streams. Our main goals for year 1 is to shoot 20 plus cars, races, or garages. I want to build a brand identity for name, logo, our color palette, and our business cards. That is the main goal of year 1. I have a lot of goals on that, as you can see. I'm hoping to hit all of them in year 1. For year 2, our primary objective is to begin operating like a fully developed creative studio, focusing on large-scale reputation client base. For year 2, our main goals is to earn at least 125K for an annual revenue, secure at least 10 repeating clients, whether that is racing teams, car clubs, or just tuning shops. For year 3, our primary objective is to expand brand presence, systemizing products, and preparing for scaling. The main goals that I want to accomplish in year 3 are generating $250,000 in annual revenue, working with one major regional event or race organization. The specific race organizations that we would like to work with are F1, SCCA, which is Sports Car Club of America, and MotoGP, which MotoGP is the motorcycles F1 race. For year 4, our main primary objective is to push into new markets. I want to license my content, and I want to build a scalable revenue stream. For year 4, our main targets are earning $500,000 in annual revenue, having one national brand partnership, and hosting or sponsoring a car show. For year 5, our primary objective is to be a known creative brand in our region with scalable systems and a diversified revenue stream on a much larger scale. Well, in year 5, we are breaking into $1 million in annual revenue. And the other main goal is to partner with 3 known motorsports brands, whether that is a F1 team, a MotoGP team, doesn't matter, we're still looking into our options. As for learning the business side of it, we have a lot of preparation and we have done a lot of setup. And Vertical has helped us out a lot, specifically Mr. Wheeler. Me and Langdon both have been going into how to run a business, setting up and understanding the legal side, learning what type of business that we should be, how we should be presenting ourselves pretty much. We learned a lot about that in Miss Lydia's class. She taught us how to present a professional business, how to accommodate others, and talk to everyone. That also went into Mr. Osborne's class. I don't think I've ever been able to feel comfortable just talking in front of literally anyone. But thank you to Mr. Osborne because he's helped me with my communication so much. It's been, I'm very thankful. And one of my favorite teachings from Mr. Osborne's class was one of our activities that we did was to stretch really big just so we can learn how to be comfortable in this position. So maybe it's something like jumping up and down a few hundred times while you're talking. Doesn't matter. As long as you're stretching to your unknown and you really don't like it, just to feel comfortable in the normal. And that was something that I really took away from Mr. Osborne's class. And for setting up and going back to the business, we have learned a lot from Mr. Wheeler, and I'm really thankful that he's been walking alongside us in creating this. My actionable steps for the summer, I have laid out into 3 months. And for month 1 of building brand and network, my goal is to establish a professional presence and begin targeted outreach. For my specific tasks, main tasks are to polish video and photo portfolio. Right now, I don't have a lot of experience in the car industry specifically. I have a little bit in videography and photography, and that has helped me grow. I've had a very fun experience in my Capstone 3, which you'll hear all about that later this afternoon. But in my other main goal is to connect with industry professionals. The two that I mainly want to reach out to and network with are Legacy Motors, who is a contact of Vertical. We got to go out and see their business, which was really fun. And then a local FPV drone pilot. He is a close friend of mine, and we have already talked about collaborations for videos. Deadline on reaching every single goal is June 27th. For month 2, July, to collaborate and gain experience, our main goal is to start producing real-world content and build partnerships. For the main tasks, I want to book 3 free or paid car shoots, whether it is paid because I have built up enough experience to charge, or free to build up my professionalism, my experience, and my portfolio. Another main goal is to attend an automotive event or a car meet. This will help me build. A lot of cars go there, and it'll give me experience on how it really runs and how it works. Deadline for attending at least one event is July 10th, and deadline for completing 3 shoots by July is July 25th. For month 3, August, position for growth. This is the final month before VI starts up, and I want to finish it strong. So our main goals are all of the goals, to be honest. So I want to collaborate with Langdon to create a launch campaign videos with posters as a main focus, which you'll hear more about that from him. I want to pitch for a dealership for shoots, mainly either a Porsche dealership that I have been in contact with or another dealership that we will network with. I want to prepare a client onboarding system. And I want to create 3 template for contracts, so it's easier to bring them on and sign contracts. And deadline for that is August 15th. For networking, this is the fun one. My key takeaways for networking is new roads. If you can tell why I use new roads, it's because we're going to the cars. But networking expands into new roads. Whether you choose to take them, it's up to you. Networking will always guide you along a road, whether it's a little bit bumpy or a lot smoother. And it's really important, so that's something I've learned from takeaways of networking. Experiences. Everyone has different experiences, and you're never gonna know if you don't go up into them. And people are still people. Even if Kaya's a very scary CEO one day, she's still a person, and she's kind of cool. Trust me. Just go up to her, say hi, it's okay. For my applicable steps, I want to expand specifically in my industry. I want to apply the lessons that I've learned here at Vertical and other sources, and I want to eliminate my filler words. I don't want to completely eliminate them because then I just sound robotic and that's kind of weird, but I want to definitely limit them to the point where I sound human but still concise and confident. Where I will be in 6 months. I will be waking up in my bed, traveling to a shoot with Langdon. We are shooting a McLaren 720 today. We will be filming rollers, an FPV drone shoot, and taking photos as well. If you don't know what a McLaren 720 is, I suggest you look it up. It's really cool. And how I will be doing this, I will be using all of my own camera work, and all of my camera lenses will all be mine, and my gimbals, all of mine. And with that, thank you very much for your time.
I thought Mr. Dillows Class made my head hurt. That was a lot of numbers, dude. Golly. Alright, so my Capstone 3, filming, editing, and my growth. As I said earlier, my name is LJ Hochstetler, and I hope you enjoy my presentation. So, a project overview. For my project, I wanted to go into videography and photography. But I never gave you any details on how that actually happened. When I was in high school, I was all about sports. I wanted to play professional soccer when I was older. That's really what my dream came to. And throughout high school, that was my entire plan, so I never really thought about doing anything else. As I got through high school, I ended up collecting a lot of injuries, and when I really stepped back, one, I couldn't play to my fullest, and that really, it made my heart hurt because I knew I could play better, and I just wasn't playing to my best ability. So that really made me sad, to be honest, and so I took a step back, and so I waited. And I realized as I was wanting to go play professional soccer, my entire plan involved around me leaving right out of high school and going straight to Europe. And I was not ready to leave what I had built here. And so I took a step back and I found Vertical's high school program. And I ended up going into the high school program, which ended up not going through because not enough people signed up. So I got pushed straight into college, which honestly was the greatest blessing in disguise I've ever had. I've learned so much in the last semester, and I got to do this project, which has advanced me many steps ahead what I was before. And so coming to Vertical, I was able to relight my passion for video and film. So because of that, I am now going into videography and photography. So that is a little bit of an overview of how I decided to go into the field I'm going into. So my project overview, I was in charge of idea generation, filming, and editing for the social media month of May. For idea generation, it was all on me. I had to come up with the ideas for all 4 weeks, and I submitted them, and I got some revisions. Some of them were okay, and others I had to shift a little bit. For filming, we'll go into in our next slide, what tools, challenges, and what I learned. The tools I used for filming and production were all provided by Vertical, which was really helpful because I don't really have anything at the moment. So I have everything I need, right? So I got right into it. So I started filming after I found out all my ideas were good to go. So I started filming and I quickly realized I found some challenges on the way. Shocker, right? When I first started filming, I was just ready to go in and I had my ideas. And I really, really quickly realized I had the idea, but I didn't have anyone to be the idea. And I didn't have someone to be in that video. So I quickly scrambled around and found someone to be a part of the social media video. So that happened. I had to really adjust and adapt really quickly. And so going forward, I was a lot better at scheduling who was going to be in my videos. So silly on me for not scheduling beforehand, but that is something I majorly learned, was to clarify who's going to be in your videos beforehand. So, there you go. There it is. Editing process. After I filmed, I was obviously the editor as well. The tools I used was DaVinci Resolve, and at first I was only on the free version. The free version only has a certain amount, it has a lot of characteristics that you can use, but it doesn't have everything. And one of the major revisions I got on my videos was captions. The captions were a little bit of an annoyance because I could either choose A, spend an hour and 30 minutes writing out everything that the person in the video is saying, or I could transport it to another app that would give me automated captions, and I don't have the ability to edit as much. So it was a little bit hard to decide. I originally went with the AI, and I ended up getting a ton of revisions. And obviously, it took a while to export back, then I had to export again, and then I had to edit it, and I had to export it back to the captions, then I had to send it again. Wasn't a fun process when you're doing it 5 to 6 times. More, if I'm being honest. So that was a big challenge in my editing process. Overall, this has been a really big learning experience for me, which I will be forever grateful for. What I've learned is, one, get DaVinci Resolve Studio so that you can have AI generated captions in DaVinci. It was quite nice because when I upgraded, I was able to do the AI generated captions, and I had so much more flexibility with editing. So that brought my revisions down, and I got one step closer to being where I wanted to be. After the editing process, I sent in for a few revisions, and I realized I'm not at all where I want to be. And so I had to take a step back. And during the revisions, I realized I'm not paying attention to any details at all. So thank you, Jen, for not allowing me to send in not my best work at all and giving me constant revisions to put me in a better position. So thank you for that. What I learned from this experience was a lot. I quickly grew, whether it's from here to here, but I'm gonna be honest, I think it was from here to here. What I learned was scheduling. I originally normally you don't get the option to schedule your deadlines. They gave me that option, and I scheduled my deadline for Friday. And I did not expect to have as many revisions as I did, which I should have, but I sent it in on Tuesday, and then I got revisions, and I realized I have classes all day Friday. There's no way I'm gonna get this in on time. And I ended up getting behind, and it just did not go well because I was behind on the 1 week, then I had to catch up, and then I had a next week to start. So it was really hard for me to continue the process and change things when I'm still trying to fix the last week's problem. And then details. In video, if you stay consistent, next point, staying consistent on details, I'll combine them. Staying consistent on details, one, makes you more professional. It makes you more understanding of the brand that you are working with. And honestly, it just makes your work look so much better. And then communication. I had to update Blakey so much. Imagine a group chat that has 50 different conversations going on at a time. That is what I had to deal with daily. It was a little bit of a adaptability moment, what I got through it. I had to change my mindset and be like, this is important and I really need to get it done. So I changed my mindset and I realized, I was like, this is really important. This is a part of my capstone. I'm gonna get it done. So I changed my mindset. I ended up updating Blakey more often and it helped me out. So with that, I was doing social media. So let's go into a video. This is a video from week 1. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi guys, I'm Langdon Miller, and I'm inviting you to join me on one of my casual Tuesdays at Vertical Immersive.
Today we get to sit on a marketing meeting, learning the process, asking questions, and gaining valuable first-hand experience in something that most people never get to witness, offering us a rare glimpse into the strategic thinking and collaboration that drive successful campaigns. After our meeting ended, we had Wayfinders. This is one of our discipleship classes, and we first started off in a big group and talk about the tool we had this week. Tools offer us a new insight into how we can view our faith. After that, we break into small groups where we discuss how our weeks went and dissect the Bible, how we perceive the passages, and receive deeper teaching from our instructor. As always, we love to hang out afterwards, whether we're getting stuff done or just having a good time.
Thank you for joining me and my classmates at Vertical. Hope to see you next time.
Thank you, Langdon, for that amazing real ending that I got to use. So that was a week 1 video. And it took me a little bit longer than I was expecting to do, which was a little bit of a plot twister. But video 2, I think, is a little bit better, and I think I see a little bit of improvement. And I hope you guys do too.
College is not the only way anymore, and I'm going to tell you why. A 4-year degree normally takes about $80,000 to $200,000 before you even have a job and have the experience and degree you need to even get that job. Now compare that to Vertical Immersive, an accelerated program designed to get your career ready in a fraction of the time and only for a fraction of the cost. Instead of sitting in lectures all day, our students, like myself, get hands-on experience from industry professionals. Now, I'm not saying that we are anti-college. I want to be clear on that. We are only pro-options. And I believe that this program is a smarter and faster way for a lot of people to learn. If you're ready to build a career without college debt, visit our website at verticalimmersive.life. It might just be the move that changes everything for you.
So, as you can tell, I still have a lot of improving. But with Vertical, I plan on doing that at a 10x structure like Mr. Wheeler always tells us. So I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you very much for your time.